Hello everybody and welcome back to Oakbridge Farm. So we have the last load of our deadwood trees, so the wood that was dead in our bit of forestry. So we're going to just take these up to the sawmill very quickly, put these in there, and then that should be our forestry work done until most likely the next winter. I would like to at some point be able to buy the big forestry that's next door to where we've done our little bit of woodland. And there I'd like to look at getting excavators and getting forwarders and harvesters and all that sort of thing. But I do realise we need quite a bit of money to do that. So we'll just pull into the trigger. I'll have to get rid of my markers, get rid of them, make it more... it's a lot. I've always played with the markers on, but with having them off for a short period of time, it actually makes it way more immersive. And that's my phone going mental. It's currently 6 o'clock in the morning and someone's Snapchatting me already. So we're going to take this back to the farm. I think the only thing we have left to do to try look at our fields getting the best yields possible is, we only just rented the lime spreader, but we're going to have to go rent it again and do that single grass field, the grass field that we made in the last episode. With the trailer now dropped off, we will go into where it's yield improvements. Should be the last time we need to lease this for a long time. So I don't think we need to do anything fancy on that. So let's lease that and we can now go get to the store. And we have plenty of lime laying about all over the place. So we shouldn't have to buy any lime. So we'll get that spread, and I've also just had a quick look on our products that we have to sell, and our wooden products are still holding a lot of value. So we should sell them this month, and then we can look at moving on. It also gives plenty of time for our tree planter, to get in the rest of that poplar. And what is that I see there? Just on the floor, it looks like some sort of stick. That is our herdsman's stick. We're going to move the cattle as well today. So I've never used it before. I know it was in 22, but I honestly have no idea what to do with it. So I imagine it's just pick it up, go to your desired shed and maybe press R. But how are we going to get this back? This is where we need a car or a buggy to throw it in. Or... oops. Let's go in there. Okay, it's there, just from right. I was just about to say, I lost that already. That was £100. I don't want to lose that straight away. So if we pull just here, we can load up with these, and then I think there's some... yeah, we've got some in the corner just there on the left. So we'll get this loaded up and we'll get over to the grass field. So I am debating whether we purchase another one of these again, these lime spreaders, at some point. But I do know that there's the Fent in the new pack that's coming out on, I think it's June the 8th, that there is the Fent. I don't think, do we need two? Let's try one. There is the new Fent that's there, which I think it doubles up as a sprayer and also as with the back just comes off, so you can put spraying booms on, or you can put a spreader on the back. I don't know whether to save for that. I was planning on there's a modded John Deere one, but I don't think with precision farming you can get the sensors for your sprayer. You can't get all the on-off nozzles yet, and I don't think it's got these little white gadgets on the front of the tractor. So we'll have to have a look. Whilst obviously the Fent being a Giants mod, it should come with it. worked out too badly because we had 5 bags of lime, or big bags, where they're 2,000 litres each. Obviously there was 2, I think there was 2 that was part bags. We've now cleaned them up a lot, so we now will just have the 1 bag left. So we'll take, if we go back to we'll go to the livestock farm, because I'm rather hoping our herdsman stick is still in there. So when we empty and return this, it should hopefully then just fall on the floor. And then we'll move the water buffalo over into our new cow shed, and then we'll move the Holstein cows. Can't remember which ones I bought now, but we'll move those ones into where the water buffalo are. So we just go to here. Let's empty, and then if we go onto our menu, vehicles leased. So let's return this, and then please let our herdman stick be just there. Hey, there it is. So let's pick this up. We'll have to go over to this one, because yeah, this one's a maximum of 50, so we have to empty this one first. So here, right, okay, so if we do all of these, move to trailer, yes please. All of these ones move to the trailer, yes please. So yes, a herdman stick, there's 50 cows in this stick. So you just got to sort of role play that we're taking them out of here, walking them over to here. I think it's the closest you can get in game to moving your animals well. Oh, can I get that? No. Okay, so we're going to have to put our animals on the floor. Oh, that's a very valuable stick right now. And if we go to here, how do I do this? Put the stick in the trigger. Okay, here we go. So put these, move to husbandry, and then now the next lot. So they're all in. So now we want to go to here. Move these into our stick, like so. Just put our stick on the floor. Oh, this shouldn't make me giggle as much as what it is doing. Now we'll go back over to here. So at the minute, they should eat that silage rather quickly, well, fairly quickly, compared to what these lot will eat the TMR, and then it'll have to be silage into here until these lot are of an age of when we can then start giving them TMR, because I don't really want to waste that. And there we have it. We have transferred all our animals. We'll just put the stick over here. Oh, there's a gap under there. So let's put the stick there, and let's find now. So this wants to go to the sawmill, and we'll get fully loaded up with what's there and take that to, we'll have to, I think it's the farmer's market is the only place we can take that to, or they sell anything, but I only put that in just to give us a sell point for digestate. So there's only a few pallets here, but it's enough to, well, okay, there's a lot more than when I last looked. There's only a few pallets here to do, so if we jump into our little stacker truck, I'll just jump cut this, and oh, I need to drop it off from here, don't I? We'll just jump cut this so we have a full trailer load, and that's the stacker down. Turn on, unfold, and then yeah, I'll bring you back once the trailer's loaded. So I did just speed up time, and we've processed all the wood that we brought in at the beginning of the episode. So it's a rather fast process, but it did also give us one more pallet of planks and one more of beams it was. So well worth doing, because obviously with us moving out of this episode, there's no point holding them for next month, doing it next month and then being out of pocket. So let's just put that to there. We will jump in and like I said, I think it is the farmers market is the best place to go. Yeah, farmers market, which if I remember rightly, that's it there. So we'll make our way down there. I've also stacked them up because there'll be no more wood products. I'll stack them up there because they are July, I think, that we'll be able to go and sell them and make a little bit more money. And we'll also set the factory to selling the products that we want, that we're selling now. So my guess, I'm going to say 50,000. I think I'm being a bit presumptuous, but let's hope. Well, one can always hope. Hey, that ain't bad at all. I was originally thinking 30 driving up the road, but then I thought, well, if we go for 50, that sounds a lot better. So 50,000 plus 1,500. So that's a lovely way to. It's a lovely way to move into next month, because we should also make a fair bit of money from our silage. And what I'm hoping to do is, if we just have a quick look at fabric. No, that's digestate. So fabric, we have 420,000. I'm rather hoping that with the fabric and what's that? Oh, silage. I don't want to sell silage. I really want to get the New Holland harvester, but I think that harvester is 700 odd thousand. So if we can get it, this is where I'd love the leasing mod. I know we've got the financing mod, which is lovely, but I'd love to get the leasing mod. Leasing. Can't remember. The one where you rent it, and then as you're renting it, you are slowly paying it off little by little. That would be perfect for this. But that's the goal. If I don't think it's achievable, we'll have a look at buying some other machinery. But 400 odd thousand, we can buy a fair lot. I know we've recently bought a bit of woodland, and we're sort of trying to mix it up a bit. But we'll have a look and have a see. But that's a fair amount of cash just in fabric alone. And saying that, we will have to get to the sheep, because there is a fair amount of wool there. This wool supply is just never ending. I'm quite interested to know. So obviously this is, if we were to say this is 2 o'clock, if I was to speed up time and just continually load onto the trailer, how many pallets would we get overnight? So I think that may be worth giving it a go. But what we do need to do before I do that is vehicles leasing. So we can return that now. So the only thing we have leased is our planter for next month. But right, let's just see how many pallets we get. Wow, not even in 24 hours. Let's just unstrap and completely restrap. 20,500 litres. Oh, we've dropped 2 there. But 20,500 litres of wool. So we've got a big decision to make. Do we buy ourselves another spinnery? And then we can get, if we have 3 spinneries, I think we ran 2 of them to go into a tailor shop, if we were to then acquire one of those, and then keep another one for fabric. Would that be enough to keep the tailor shop consistently going, and then still giving us a product to sell? And sorry, missing those 2 pallets was 22,500 litres. This is an astronomical amount of wool. We'll go and check these 2 spinneries and just see what they need, but I don't think that they are going to have used much of the wool we gave them originally, because I think it was it 15,000 that they should have roughly each. But anyways, we'll go have a look and see. They're only just here, so it's not like we're going far with them. But I did have a think. There is an animal mod where you can place it over the trigger of where they spawn, and it will automatically distribute them for you. So there's 10,000 litres of wool in here, and in this one we have 18,000. Right. What would another spinnery cost? So I think we'll put another one of these down. Let's just go into landscaping, and if we pull from here out over, oh, that's a fair big rise, isn't it? And let's just get all this area in, and yeah, we'll quickly get this, and when it comes time to place it, I'll bring you back. Right, and there we have it. So we're not in free mode, so that is completely as is with the ground being how it is. So let's place that down, and then we'll just tart it up a bit, and then we can put this 20,000 litres into it. And there we go. So let's hop out. Oh, we've got an achievement. Well-oiled machine. Is that because we have so many of the same production? But I'm hoping this will be the end of getting spinneries, but I don't think that'll be the case, because there's just a ridiculous amount of wool coming out. So let's pull into this trigger. If we just take the straps off, they should hopefully just keep going as we drive forward. I am stuck on the shed a bit because it is... Ooh, I'm royally stuck on the shed. Well, on the building, I should say, because it is quite a tight trigger. Now what am I stuck? How have I hit the building again? Come on. There's only 2 more to go. Right, and they're gone. So let's reverse out of here, and we will need to go find the John Deere, and we can look at getting our sorghum drilled, and then I think that will be every field done. So there's 2 things of fabric there, there's some buffalo mozzarella there, we've got this huge pile of fabric here, and then what's there? There's another 2 left there. So let's turn this off and find... Oh, we've got these boxes here, we better just move them. Worst comes to worst, we can sell those poplar boxes at the sell anywhere sell point. So let's get to the arable farm, and we can, I'm sure you're bored of my waffing, and we can get on and get some sorghum into the ground. Fair to say sorghum takes a fair bit of nitrogen. I don't know whether it's because of the ground, but some places we've been doing 80 kilograms of nitrogen to the hectare, which that's 2.4 acres, and we have had the perfect amount of seed and fertilizer. So let's turn this off, and we will fold it up so we can then get this emptied, and then the liquid fertiliser that will be left in that, well, it'll just be on the side of the field here, that can go towards our grass fields. Because if we go here, not to pH, to nitrogen, so field 3 doesn't need any nitrogen at all, but this does. To field 10 needs to be weeded, and our grass needs nitrogen. So we will empty that out. It's landed in the field, but we can always pick it up. Let's go here, vehicles. Let's return this, because I think we are all done. The John Deere can go onto the fertiliser spreader, which is just here. and then we can get the case, because obviously it's got the front weight still on it, that can go onto our weeder. So let's put that on. Oh, we've got herbicide in here, so let's just quickly empty the herbicide. Come on. Why is it not letting me empty the herbicide? Empty. Why won't it let me empty? Unload. Right, okay, now we've got it. It wouldn't let me. I normally empty stuff on my steering wheel, but it wouldn't let me do it that time. So we'll pull around to here, load up with some fertilizer. Oh, that didn't last very long. And then we'll take this to the grass field, and just off camera I will set the case off doing the weeding with the hoe. It's a fair sight when you look back here. If I just hop out, and if we go to flight mode, I don't know how I feel about it all, because it's becoming very, very productive, like a massive production site. And yeah, I don't know, it's losing very much its country feel. It's whether we should have been putting these over in where the likes of the oil mill and so on are, so that we're keeping our fields solely for ourselves, you know, and keeping it looking all natural. But I'm sure in time we may very well change everything. So we'll just pull this onto here, and I'm hoping this shouldn't have tram lines on. I'll be very upset if it does. Okay, brilliant, it doesn't. That was one of my worries, because grass, well, if you look at any grass field, none of them have tram lines in them. But we do have our first full field of tram lines over there, which you'll see the case is doing a brilliant job, or hopefully a brilliant job, and a very quick job, getting rid of the weeds. So once this is done, it will be the next episode. We will have to weed the bottom half of field 5, I think it is. We'll have to get that weeded, and then it may even be time to sell fabric. So I presume when we come to the next episode, all our fields by the weeding, we should be completely done. And our grass field is very, very bumpy. We've still got our ground deformation marks in there, so in time they should disappear, or we'll have to go over it with a roller. And yeah, the case is working brilliantly. That's clearing that field up, and that is currently our only field with proper tram lines in it, which will mean we'll lose a lot of yield. It'll be surprising how much land you lose up. I think it was watching Clarkson's farm. I think Jeremy said that if you were to combine all his tram lines together, it was something like 50 miles. Yeah, fair dues are not wide, but 50 miles it's a long, long way, especially for myself. But on that note, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you have all liked and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.